shiny people, my name is Allie from Geek and Fairy Tarot, and it's time again to look at the forecast for the month ahead. This month I chose the Happy Tarot since August is the last month of summer arguably, and I love summer weather. It makes me so happy, so I thought why not maximize that joy and incorporate some happy into our universal reading for August. I've also shaken things up again this month, so instead of pulling one card from the Good Tarot like I usually do, I have pulled a card from Amy Brown's Fairy Wisdom deck for our monthly affirmation. Okay, let's get started. So I've already pulled the cards, and card number one is the Page of Wands reversed. I'll turn them upright so you can see this cute little guy holding his lollipop. I love this deck. It's just so cute. So the Page of Wands reversed in this position. So this is the energy that we are bringing into the month of August. Tells me that there is a project or an idea that is either not getting off the ground, it's not working out how you wanted, or it has consumed you with self-doubt before you even got started. So you might be trying, perhaps, this is a page, so not a leader but a follower, so it could be indicating that perhaps you're being a follower when you should be being a leader. And what that means is you could be doing what others are expecting you to do. You're sort of falling in line, kind of just doing as you're told, or you're doing what others have already done. You're being more of a copycat instead of an innovator because you see others doing well, and it does make some logical sense that if you want to be where those people are, you would do what they did. But don't overlook the fact that what they did was blaze trails. And they had to do this before they could get noticed, which is how you found out about them, is they did something unique and they did something different and they did it in their own style. So there's a quote by Joseph Campbell that I really, really love, and it says that if you can see the footprints on the path in front of you, it's not your path, it's somebody else's. You have to carve your own path. That's how you know it's your path. Okay, so card number two, and we have another person from the Court of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands reversed. So she is our challenger or our obstacle for the month of August. And she represents a person whose bad side you do not want to be on. She is somebody who gets involved with gossip. She can be quite manipulative. Or it can represent somehow falling out of social graces. Now this could be a person, I'll flip her upright, I haven't shown her upright yet. She could be a person in your life who is creating barriers for you, or maybe they're sort of responsible for casting some self-doubt or rattling your self-confidence. It's also possible that some of us out there might be being our own barriers, getting in our own way by behaving this way, by being manipulative or selfish or self-centered or looking down or talking badly about others. And that could be why things aren't working out the way we wanted them to. Okay, now card number three, another reverse card. But don't worry, we have the Four of Swords reversed. I'll flip it up right again so you can see. You see this little figure. It almost looks like they're lying in a coffin rather than a bed. But don't be discouraged by that. This is a card about rest and taking some time out. So this is our solution card. This is how we're supposed to solve this problem of maybe dealing with another person or removing those barriers, whatever they are. So the Four of Swords tells us that what we want to do to solve this problem is take some extra time. It's reversed, so I feel like it's sort of putting an emphasis on the extreme. It's not just taking a short break or some a short vacation or just having a rest so that you can feel rejuvenated. This is sort of the extreme. It's saying you really, really want to take some extra time to reflect on this situation. Take some extra time doing some serious introspection on what we want to achieve from our efforts and our actions, and how we might be contributing to this situation that we find ourselves in. We need, I think I already said this, we need a big time out. We need to use that time out to pay extra attention to details so that we can be better planners, better communicators, and better innovators. This card is also a card that comes up when meditation practice is recommended to improve our health and happiness. So that might be something else you want to consider, is developing some kind of meditation practice, some stillness, some quiet to reflect and do some introspection. Okay, now the last card I pulled is from the Faerie Wisdom deck by Amy Brown. And the card I pulled for the month of August is this sort of badass little fairy here, and she's called Looks Like Trouble. So there's trouble a-brewing for the month of August. She looks a little dark, a little mischievous. And the implication here is that it's either us, ourselves, you, or someone else who is stirring up trouble. So this card calls on us to utilize honesty, accountability, alertness, and choosing our words very wisely if we wish to bring some positive solutions to negative situations. And sometimes a positive action is no action at all. Sometimes backing off or stepping away can be all that's needed to turn things around. So I'm going to read the affirmation from the Fairy Wisdom book, and it says, I'll hold the card up while I read. It says, "Truth is within me. Honest people surround me. I am guided in all things to the perfect course of action. My world is bountiful, and I work with the tool of attraction. So be it." So to recap what the cards have said, let me bring back all of our cards here. So the page tells us that we have this vision, or we have some expectations that are not manifesting the way we want. We might be trying a little too hard to be like someone else or please someone else, and it could be having the opposite effect that we want. And the Queen of Wands represents our challenge or a barrier during the month of August. She, in this reverse position, so we're looking at her more negative qualities or characteristics, she can be a bit mean, catty, gossipy, or jealous. So think about those kind of emotions that are coming up or actions that are being brought up this month, and figure out how that might fit into your life as a challenge or barrier. And ask yourself if you are that barrier, or if it could possibly be somebody else. And the solution to this problem, I'll put that up reversed, is to step back and do some very serious self-reflection and introspection. So think before you speak, think before you act, like do some serious thinking, like run it by other people, get some feedback before you do something drastic or something that could cause this whole thing to explode or exacerbate it or whatever. Think before you speak and think before you act, and do some serious self-reflection and introspection. Determine what it is you actually want, what you could possibly do differently, and how you might be accountable for what has already come to pass. Pay extra attention to detail, especially when it comes to how you express yourself, because you might not be sending the messages that you think you are. Now, that is our tarot forecast for the month of August 2019. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you're watching on Facebook, come find me on YouTube. Until next time, guys, stay shiny and keep sparkling. Bye.